Judy, let me ask you this, all right? I got a clip of Donald Trump on Jimmy Fallon last night, okay?
Oh!
All right.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
I want to play the clip, and then I want to get your reaction to, to this, because, this is, you got a comedy show, you can get Donald Trump on, Saturday Night Live had him on. I just want to get your reaction to this. All right, here it is.
Okay.
Well, I think you'll be able to hear the audio. Are we ready?
Okay.
Donald, I want to ask you, because the next time I see you, you could be the president of the United States. I just wanted to know if there's something we could do that's just not presidential, really, or something that we can do now that we're just both civilians. Like
what? This is... I'm not liking the sound of this. Go ahead.
Can I mess your hair up?
Yeah, because he didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I'm being gentle. I'm being gentle.
The answer is yes, but the people in New Hampshire, where I'm going to be in about an hour from now, I hope they're going to understand. Okay?
You say yes?
Go ahead with my hairspray.
Donald Trump, everybody! I'll do it as well. Donald Trump, everybody!
All right, so there it is. Jimmy Fallon rubbing his hand against the surgically implanted hair on Donald Trump's head.
Right.
Well, Judy, let me ask you this, okay? I understand that you get the opportunity to have Donald Trump on there. It's going to be great for ratings. Should we hold a comedian to some level of standard of you really shouldn't normalize this guy, even though it would be helpful for you?
That is a very good question. The answer, I don't know the correct answer to that question. I know that if, I'm sure Donald knew that they were going to do that because, you've worked on shows. They know everything that's going to happen.
Of course.
The fact that he would say yes to that, is really where the problem is. The fact that, they come up with this bit, hey, you're going to mess his hair up, when he's calling people rapists and he's calling women, numbers, they're not a 10. He's making fun of handicapped people. He's racist. If you had a show, if you had a show, I'm speechless. And Trump was like, oh, that'll be fun. And I'm going to go on Dr. Oz and talk about my health. It's an abomination. He's president. That's presidential.
But wait a second. This is sort of the dilemma, right? This is why the media races down to cover this campaign event where he may or may not avow that the guy who's been president for the past almost 8 years of the country is actually an American citizen, and this is news, is because at the end of the day, this is what is going to fill the coffers. And, we talk about the idea that media should be held, or news should be held to a higher standard in terms of they shouldn't be profit driven, but we've all made that system, or at least to a certain extent, that's the system that has come around. And so, Jimmy Fallon has, Seth Meyers, for instance, my understanding is he has some very good political commentary. But Jimmy Fallon, he's doing the Tonight Show. That there's a certain brand associated with the Tonight Show. You have Donald Trump on. You basically, you do a bit like that. He agrees to it. It's Bill Clinton going on and playing the saxophone.
It's not the same as Bill playing the sax.
Well,
I was thinking that too.
It is to Jimmy Fallon. It isn't necessarily to the rest of the country, but it is to Jimmy Fallon.
And you know what I love? The other thing about that is that was the Rosie O'Donnell Show studio that he's sitting in. So
that Fallon is.
Fallon is in Rosie O'Donnell's old studio.
Oh, I didn't know.
Rosie O'Donnell Show old studio. Yeah. And you know what? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that is entertainment. That we, this is a serious job, running the country. What happened? I can't believe this. I cannot believe that is the humor. We are fucking juvenile. Can you imagine, like, Jimmy Fallon saying, Abe, can I climb you? I mean, that's what it would be.
But I don't know.
Up Abe Lincoln.
But that doesn't, I mean, like, listen, when Barack Obama goes on and does Between Two Ferns with Galifianakis, it doesn't bother me. And then the comedy of it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
It's just.
But you know that his agenda is to try, he says something substantive. He is trying to reach people. He is, trying to explain things. He's trying to, let every American know what he's doing and that he is trying to, be a public servant. Hillary Clinton has been a public servant her whole life. Donald Trump has servants. That's it.
Let me ask you this. Would you have Trump on your show and not do everything you could at this juncture to make him, basically to make him look bad? He wouldn't go on your show, Kelly just said, and with all due respect.
Yeah, and I don't even have a fucking show.
Well,
everyone else has a fucking show.
That's also an injustice.
I have a podcast. Kill Me Now.
Yes,
so
Kill Me Now.
Donald Trump
Incidentally,
came
people.
on my podcast. I would ask pointed questions. Right.
Well, I think that would make him look bad.
Right. I would ask him to answer questions and admit lies and talk about policy. But I try to be funny. Like, did you not lie? Did you not lie? But it's not funny anymore. That's the problem. He's not funny. He himself is not, he is a dangerous person. So, he's when he says something, I was just kidding. It's not funny. You have to be funny to be kidding, okay? The only thing you can do comedically with this asshole is mess up his fucking disgusting hair. That's all you can do. That's the only joke on him. Because everything else is dangerous.
Yeah.
His stupid fucking haircut. Meanwhile, he's judging how everyone else looks. And by the way, Ivanka, I've seen newborns with more wrinkles than her.
How old is she? How old is Ivanka?
34.
70.
Can I just
34.
say that Seth Meyers has taken the opposite approach and has been completely eviscerating Donald Trump at every chance he can. And Donald Trump absolutely hates him. He would never appear on his show. And
of course not.
And Jimmy Fallon wants to be, his whole show is based around doing things a little differently, and he wants it to be everybody likes him, and there's no negativity, there's no haters, and it's all for fun. But I think it's the most irresponsible and disgusting thing that he would have Trump on his show and actually make him look like a human being, because that is about making Jimmy Fallon look like, oh, hey, everybody like me, I'm for everyone. And that's
the thing.
It's
is that
terrible.
I agree.
And I understand that Fallon's in a different time slot, he's doing a different type of show, but there is another option, and that is, I can't have him on and slam him, so I'm not going to have him on. I'm just going to bypass that opportunity, and. Hey folks, Sam Seder here. I just got back from a company-wide meeting. Accounting is really coming down on me hard. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please enjoy this channel. Subscribe right down there.